opinyon ng programang ito ay mula sa kanilang hosts at sa kanilang mga panauhin at hindi nangangahulog ang opinyon din ng stasyong ito, Metro Plus.
Checking in at 7 minutes past the hour of 8 o'clock. This is a Thursday, the 8th of January. Of course, taong pong 2026. Kuya Mike niyo po dito sa ating programang PTS PinoyTayoSanman on the radio, on Facebook, and on YouTube. We're also available on the App Store and download it. Metro Broadcast. Available on the App Store and Google Play Store. It's free. Tayo din po ay mapapakinggan sa ating website. It's www.metroradio.com.hk. Sa programa po natin sa araw na ito, unahan ko na po kayo. Hindi natin makakasama ang inyong Tita Carrie for today. He's currently in Baguio to give us an update. Sana probably by tomorrow makakasama na po natin siya. But he's just got to attend to some VIPs doon at bukas makakapanayan po natin siya sa ating programa. Anyway, you've felt the past 3-4 days of very chilling weather in the morning. Napakalamig po talaga and in fact, yung lamig niya nanunuot. Iba po yung panunuot niya. I think it was even reported today that somewhere in Hong Kong, it was roughly the coolest temperature so far. It was 5.9 degrees Celsius.
Init?
That's why there was frost.
May frost.
Oo. Diba?
Sarap yung frosting.
Ha? Frosty the Snowman. You know? So sobrang lamig po niya and inaasahan na magtutuloy pa rin po ang lamig ng panahon all the way till tomorrow. And mid temperatures are expected sometime after the weekend. All the way till next week. At 9 after 8, Kuya Mike niyo po with DJ McCurves on the other side. But before we sort of create our banter, ito muna ang ating kalagayan na panahon sa darating pong 8 araw. Check it out! Ang kalagayan po natin, ng ating panahon tomorrow will be cold again. A low of about 12 degrees. As what the observatory said, it will not just be
Not just a couple of degrees.
A couple of degrees. Significant degrees
lower.
Much lower.
Sa new territories.
Yeah. Than, 12 degrees. No? Ang feeling ko nga, hindi lang siya 12 degrees eh.
Feels like. Yung feels like, yun yung nakakaano.
Yun yung nakakaano eh, di ba? And of course, iba yung chilly wind conditions niya eh, no? Like today was really cold.
Tapos windy pa.
Yes, in fact. So tomorrow's temperature will be in the range of about 12 degrees and significantly lower temperatures are expected in the new territories. So brace up yung mga kasamahan po natin dyan sa areas po ng mula Siongsoy all the way towards going through Kowloon. No? Sobrang lamig po niyan. Let's also look at areas like Tunmon, Yunlong, di ba? Camtin, yung mga areas na yan. And doon sa frosty area natin, sa Takuling, di ba? Taimoshan, yung mga areas na yan. Dahil matataas po yan, ano?
Yung mga bundok-bundok.
Yeah, bulubundukin. And yung mga kaibigan natin, di ba? Okay lang yan dahil sure heated naman yung lugar nila dyan sa The Peak. Di ba? Kaya-kaya nyo naman. Or
naku, kung kayo nilamig pa dyan. No?
Oo, may kakilala tayo dyan na may yung amo niya dyan mismo sa Peak. For sure, nagko-complain kayo during times na mainit, mataas ang humidity. Ngayon, ang humidity ngayon, the current humidity is about what? 30%?
30. Ito, may naka-ano dito. Right now, yung low na tonight will be 10 degrees.
10 degrees.
Will feel like 8 degrees.
Yan yung 10 degrees in the urban area.
Sigurado. And ito sa Shatin specifically.
Pero malamig pa rin yun. If you go further north, definitely it's a lot colder, di ba?
Tingnan natin.
Okay, expect weekend weather to be within the range of 14 to 21 degrees. Humidity is 30 to 70%. I don't know when was the last time in my 35 years of being here that there has been 30% humidity.
Kahapon lang.
Hindi. Alam ko yung ngayon. Wala bang barriers yan ng mga 29, 25? Wala, no? Wala pa. Wala.
I think meron.
Hindi,
Last year
meron. Yung during the typo fire, meron yun eh. Before that, lead up to that.
Parang super dry nun eh. Ito
Incident.
sa Chunmun, real feel, 7.
Now?
Real feel,
Oh my
yung
God.
pinaka-low. Tapos yung wind gust nila, 33 km lang.
Wow!
Bagal? Oo, bagal yan. 33
Okay,
km.
so Saturday, Sunday, expect 14 to 21 degrees, 30 to 70% humidity. When we do Monday, bit of clouds are expected, 15 to 19, 50 to 80% humidity. That's the first 4. Next 4 all the way till Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, almost similar weather conditions. High of 22, low of 16, humidity between 50 to 75. 50 to 80%. So not much change on the weather as far as that is concerned. Let's check on the weather forecast in other places of the world. Aside, siyempre, hindi lang naman tayo dapat mag-forecast dito, no? Ay, si Tita, sino ba yung kasama natin sa Milan? Nasa Pilipinas pa siya, no? Still in the Philippines. So, medyo hindi pa natin siya. Tita Edna.
Yeah, hindi pa siya kaka-cafe macchiato.
Hindi pa.
Nagti-3-in-1 pa rin siya.
3-in-1 pa rin siya. At saka ano yun? At saka chicharon.
Ay, chicharon sa umaga?
Balik ko.
Pwede dahil
alam mo naman sa Pilipinas, di ba?
Eh.
Okay. New York City, it's 3. Paris, it's 7. Feels like 3. Sydney, 25. 22 in Riyadh. In Los Angeles, it's clear and 9 degrees. Toronto, it's 1. In Rome, it's 7. Low of -1. London, it's 4 degrees. In Tokyo, it's 4. Feels like -7. How could you have that disparity at 4 degrees and then -7?
Dahil yung 4 na yon, nasa loob sila ng heated apartment. Pagka lumabas, -7.
Kuala Lumpur, it's 26. In Manila, same. Bacolod, the same. Ilocos, 24. Pangasinan, 25. That's the forecast of the weather in and around the areas where maraming mga Pilipino. Sabi nga nila, it's more than 10 million overseas Filipino workers all around. Pagbati natin kay Tita Agnes in Toronto, sabagay, if you look at places in like similarly, yung mga weather that are really extreme in Toronto, most of the people shop underground. And yeah, kasi may mall eh.
Underground mall?
Merong underground mall. And of course, it's heated.
Siyempre,
So,
underground.
kahit nasabihin mo ng malamig siya, if you don't really
Go out,
you'll have heating all throughout the day, di ba? Si Shoni Noses, kasama natin ngayon from TKO. Si Romana Balanay from Causeway Bay. Sheila Kaya, ako Marine Laichikok. Sabi ni Tita Babes, wala po akong complaint. Love na love ko ang lamig. Tingnan natin pag umuwi ka na. Warmer today, 1 degree. Past days, it was snowy, freezing rain, and windy. Sabi nga, yun yung sinasabi nilang, ayaw nila yan eh. Kasi when it snows and then it starts freezing and then it was wet, then you get black ice on the street. That's where you slip and slide.
mahirap na yung magkaroon ng black ice. Hindi mo nakikita eh.
Black ice.
Black ice nga.
Oh.
Dahil black, diba, dahil yung asphalt, 'di ba dark naman talaga yun?
Yeah, hindi. Kahit na sa sidewalk, 'di ba? Kasi hindi mo siya makikita kasi clear siya. That's why you have to have rain snow boots. Pagbati rin natin kay Nawala tuloy ako. Nasaan na yun? Si Tita Babes kasi sabi niya wala akong complaint. Love na love ko yung lamig. Tingnan natin pag uwi mo, Tita Babes. Pagbati rin natin kay Tita Wilma. Hello and welcome back. And also, it's glad that you are slowly getting back to your normal self again.
Hindi, may kulang eh.
Ha?
May tililing.
Ganun ba?
Oo. Bigla na lang tumatawa mag-isa.
Really?
Hindi ko alam. Kino-call out ko na. Natatakot na ako.
Tita Gloria Perez, kasama natin ngayon. Danya, hello. Tita Gail, kain tayo na po. Toge. Ulam ko at may tokwa. No meat. Do you know that toge has high purine? Mataas sa purine yan.
Ano yung purine?
Uric acid.
Oo.
Kaya mataas yan.
Kaya yung mga nagkaka-gout, hindi pwede mag-mushrooms, mga toge, ganun.
At saka, actually, hindi mo nga maintindihan di ba? Everybody says, you can eat this, but you can't eat more of that. You have to balance it with this. But to put it together, you can't eat it together kasi they're both high in, sometimes hindi mo na alam kung anong tama at mali. Anyway, pagbati natin kay Pearly Cabradilla. Buenas noches, Tita Gail. Si Amelia Grimaldi, hello po. Malamig na gabi. Si Ann Alog, kasama rin po natin ngayon. Tita Joy, kamusta na yung alaga mo dyan? Si Bunny. Si Bunny Tot, malamig o nilalamig. Si Hilda Sanchez is with us also today. Kasama na natin Tita Kat all the way from Taiwan. How is the weather there? Pagbati rin natin kay Tita Josefa. And kay Helen Kaimo, Tita Del. Are you back, Tita Del? Si Shenaline, malamig na pagbati mula sa Kowloon Tong. Hello po sa inyo dyan. Si Chef Jonathan at si Tita Narbig, Jean Castro o Jana Castro at sa lahat pa nating mga kasama sa nito. Anyway, so ingat po kayo The weather will continue. We don't know. Alam mo naman dito, suddenly temperatures suddenly drops, no? And we still have February and March. So if we're expecting temperatures to stay cool,
huwag kayong maniwala sa HKO. Niloloko tayo.
Correct. Basta sumunod lang kayo dito. Pag siya gininaw, that means malamig.
Pag ako naka long sleeve, malamig.
Malamig. Yun na yun. Yan yung barometer natin. Si Eve Macalong, kasama natin all the way from Fairview, Yunlong. Yan. Kaano kalamig dyan, Eve, sa area mo?
Sa Yunlong. Tapos konti lang dyan yung mga high-rise na buildings. Kaya yung wind talaga dyan.
Correct. How cold is it? Sabi ni Tita Kat, super lamig. Taiwan is yung sa kanya lalo, yung area niya. No?
She's in Kaohsiung? Kaohsiung ba?
Hindi siya sa Kaohsiung I forgot where she, one of the areas na laging nililindol, sadly. Pagbati muna natin kay Lucencia Payumo is also with us today. At sabi ni Miss Avanzado. Sabi niya, good evening po, Kuya Mike. Wala muna kaming Zumba workout. Di ko kaya yung lamig sa labas. Sarap tulog, gising, 7:30. Buti ka pa, 7:30. Si Annalisa Herbosa, magandang gabi po. Naguhugas po ng pinagkainan namin. Ang lamig ng tubig, Thai Kok Choy. Bakit wala kang hot water?
Nako.
Sakit sa niyan?
Sa skin.
Sa skin.
Lalong magdadry yung skin nyo.
Oo. Kailangan mo ng
lotion.
Anong lotion ginagamit mo?
Tubig.
Kala ko naglo-lotion ka.
Vaseline.
Vaseline. Okay. Si Liza Kerwin, kasama rin po natin ngayon. Super inuig dito sa aking kinaroroonan. Sa TKO. Malamig naman talaga niya sa Chongpano.
Dahil yun yung side ng eastern side, so that's where the wind comes
that's
from.
That's the roundabout ng eastern.
Tapos yung shape pa ng mountain. Geography. Hindi,
The valley yan Valley siya
kaya yung wind talaga natatawa.
Lalo na sa, ano yung ayaw mong puntahan?
Yung
other side ng Chongqing.
yung Saikong?
Hindi, yung other side ng Chongqing, di ba? Pag huminto yung...
Yung Lohas Park?
Oo. Galit na galit. Just to mention the name.
Dahil
Marami ka naman kaibigan na taga ron
Hindi ko na sila kaibigan, hindi ko na sila nakikita. Dahil hindi sila lumalabas ng Lohas Park
Ganun ba?
Oo, dahil every 2 trains lang yung Palohas Park
Oo nga, di kasi huhinto ng isa.
Tas dalawa papunta dun sa sa Polam.
Sa TKO na yun, di ba? TKO line yan. Yun yung main
TKO.
line
TKO. Tapos dalawa sa Polam, isa sa Lohas. Kung na-miss mo yung Lohas, maghihintay ka ng 2 train. So 8 minutes yun dahil sa Green Line, every 4 minutes. Yung frequency. Purple Line pala, sorry Tapos sa North Point, nagtatakbuhan pa may marathon dyan every rush hour.
Sa North?
Sa North Point. Kala mo, may hinahabol silang deadline
Bago sila tumawid dun sa...
So, either mag-blue line sila to purple line or purple line to blue line. Nagre-rush yan.
Tama ka nga naman.
Kaya ayokong...
So yung mga taga Lohas talaga, yung mga kaibigan mo, hindi talaga lumalabas?
Sino na ba sila?
Hindi na kilala
Hindi na sila talaga...
Inatsapuera na
In all honesty, maganda talaga sa Lohas because you have everything there.
Yeah. I actually went there during... Nagpalabas tayo ng movie doon Ganda ng mall.
Ang ganda ng mall doon.
And I was able to... Finally, I was able to walk the bridge. And doon lang ako nakakita. Kasi siya, di ba? It's a pedestrian as well as a... parang may transport bridge, di ba? May first aid talaga na nagbibisikleta. Oo, meron.
First aid na nagbibisikleta.
First aider na nagbibisikleta.
Galing naman. Kaya inggit lang ako sa kanila dahil ang ganda ng place nila. Super mura pa ng rent. Kung may kilala kayo dyan.
Mura ba?
1 bedroom, 13K lang, Chief.
Pero maliit lang yon. Anong size nun?
Siguro nasa 200 square feet. Okay na. Tapos may balcony ka pang pwede mong buksan tapos tatayo ka lang doon dahil maliit naman yung balcony.
Pero sabi mo nga, hindi na sila lumalabas.
Kung ako rin naman nakatira doon, hindi rin ako lalabas.
Sabagay, that's true. Yun, may nagsalita na. Kapit-bahay lang ng TKO ang Lohas Park. Yes, Lisa.
Kapit-bahay lang nga, pero yung train, every 2.
Correct.
Kung alternate yan, understandable Pero, because in the past, konti pa lang yung taong nakatira dyan sa Lohas Park. Ngayon, dapat MTR.
Dagdagan na no?
Dagdagan
yung frequency. Sabi ng Tita Agnes dito, ang lotion ko, mixed petroleum jelly and Vaseline cream. I mix it myself kasi pag lotion lang, di ma-effective. Kasi I'm sure ano tawag dito? I'm sure because nagbibitak yung Mahal, Kuya Mike, yung renta. Sabi nga may... Pero depende yun depende kung saan lugar. I remember when I did visit Lohas Park one time. Nagulat nga ako doon sa iba kasi pinalabas po natin yung Hello Love Again doon And when it came out, you won't believe this. May mga bago pa ring apartments na binubuksan.
Yep.
Malapit doon sa bridge itself. Shoni Noses, kasama na natin to, Ditay Tortosa. Sabi, pa-easy-easy na lang ako dito, Kuya Mike. Wala na kasing bata, alaga. Sabi ni Avanzado. Nag-aaral. Sa Australia na ang alaga ko at nag-aaral, nasa college na. Kaya late na akong gumising. Mga amo ko, 10:00 kasi gumigising. Swerte Sabi ni Tita Rebecca, sa Tayo daw, it's 13 degrees right now. Malamig.
Wow.
Well, whatever wherever you are, ano man yung ginagawa nyo ngayon sa araw na ito, you have to really be taking care of yourself. Yan po yung ating focus on the next few sort of hours, half an hour and a full hour later on. dahil nga sa kalusugan po natin. Ano? And I'd like to also tell you about situations tungkol po doon sa Enhanced Supplementary Labor Scheme. Kung hindi po kayo aware, 'di ba, you're able to change your status from domestic to a professional career, no? But think again, we'll give you more details later on. At siguro napapansin ko lang that some of you may, if hindi nyo alam talaga yung patakaran nito, is naloloko ng mga employers. No? They're saying na pwede na ho kayong magtrabaho while you wait for your visa. Well, I don't know. Ay, 26 sa ating programa, gaya ng nabanggit mo natin, it'll be cold again tomorrow dun sa kakatune in lang po. Low of about 12 degrees overnight, and expect it to be significantly much lower in the areas of the new territories. This morning, there was information that we got from SAMP that the coldest weather, I'm not pretty sure where that location was, but recorded daw 5.9 degrees this morning. So yung lamig. Sabi ko nga, di pa pinag-uusapan natin doon sa nakaka-tune in lang. Ayan, kagaya nito ni DJ McCurves. Nakita nyo, naka-hoodie siya. Normally dito sa... At saka yung lamig dito sa studio ngayon, na-diffuse na siya eh.
Warm siya ngayon.
Sa sobrang lamig doon sa labas.
Sobrang... Yung sa recording studio nga natin,
malamig doon.
Malamig doon.
15
degrees ko na din doon sa loob. Dahil pareho lang sa labas.
Yes. Uy, sabi ni Lisa, kay Rubin, kain po tayo mga kapatid. Sinigang na bangus. Gamot sa lamig. Wow.
No, nakakaingit naman.
Nakakaingit. Uy, sana yung ano natin? Pansit ba to? Wala pa ba?
Nawala.
Ano ba sabi ni
Sabi niya this weekend ata eh.
Ito this weekend?
Parang ganun. Sabi niya magluluto daw siya. Nagtago. Parang si Bato.
This week, baka naman this weekend pa lang siya darating.
Baka. Excited tayo eh.
Okay, kasama natin si Iza all the way from the Peak. Kamusta ang temperature dyan sa Peak? Sabi niya, nawawala. Ba't ang bilis nyo kasing, sabi niya dito, good evening po sa inyo dyan, watching from the Peak. What's the temperature there? Si Olive Kizana, kasama rin po natin. El Leos, Science Park po kami sa Taipo, parang may yelo ang hangin. Syempre. Well, syempre, it adds...
Science Park din, dahil tabing dagat yan eh.
Ano yan? Tolo Harbor yan eh. Yes. Best Palumayan, kasama rin po natin ngayong gabi. At sabi ni Tita Kat, malapit, Hulyen.
Hulyen.
Kaya pala naririnig mo yung mga dagungdong dyan. Di ba? Yung mga dagungdong ng war games. Yung nasa news na bumagsak na jet fighter sa Fengbin Township ay dito malapit sa amin. Kaya sira na yata ang eardrum ko. Kaya ako meron ka na nun?
Tinnitus?
Oo, meron na siyang tinnitus na yung umuugong yung ano. Melinda D is with us also. Magandang gabi sa inyo from Tinshuway. 11 degrees.
Yan ang malamig.
Minus. Dito kami super lamig.
Yan ang malamig.
Minus, di ka na ano. May naglabas nga na AI di ba sa threads na nagyayelo yung Hong Kong.
Ay, nakatakot yung AI na yan.
Sabi ni 13 degrees sa may Tita Babe, sa may
mid-levels.
Dito sa Old Peak yan, Old Peak. Sa May Road. Okay, we're gonna take a break. Babalikan po natin kayo. And the discussions we're gonna be talking about is two, in fact. Today, dito lamang.
Metro Plus Weather.
It will be fine and very dry. The weather will be cold in the morning with the minimum temperature being around 12 degrees in the urban areas and significantly lower over parts of the new territories. The maximum temperature will be about 19 degrees during the day with relative humidity standing between 30 to 60%. The outlook. Weather will be very dry with temperatures rising slightly over the weekend, but it will still be cool in the morning. It will be windy with sunny intervals on Monday, and it will be mild during the day midweek next week. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your connect.
The fourth plenary session of the 20th Central Committee of the Communist Party of China adopted the recommendations for the 15th five-year plan, charting our country's strategic course for the next 5 years. With key plans that will bring Hong Kong major growth opportunities, we must study and implement the session spirit, leverage our unique advantages of connecting to both the mainland and the world under one country, two systems, and better integrate into and contribute to the overall national development.
You can watch sports events, movies, videos on demand, etc. You could also give your views on domestic pay TV programs. The Communications Authority is conducting a public consultation on the renewal of domestic pay TV program service license. From now until the 1st of February, you may submit your views by post, email or fax. Visit www.coms-auth.hk or call 2961-6641 for more details.
Balik po tayo sa ating programa 832. Pagbati natin kay Tita Gertrudes all the way from Taipo. Sabi niya nga, keep warm. Tess Frondozo is with us. Si Mary Castillo, sabi niya Jolene, good evening po kayo Mike, DJ McCurves. Dito sa amin, malamig kasi malapit kami sa seaside, sa Sai Wan Ho. Tushan, Sai Wan Ho. Dito sa CPA, summer na summer sa loob ng apartment. Saan kang CPA? Ano yung CPA?
Certified Public Accountant?
Oo. Tita Alpha talaga. Ewan ko kung ano na naman
Saan
to.
yung CPA?
Ano man Tita Alpha, lumipat ba kayo? Wala na kayo dyan sa dati yung tirahan?
CPA Hong Kong.
Yan nagtataka lang ako eh. Kasi panay ang lipad niya sa ibang lugar. May nakita kasi akong that she's been ano tawag dito? Nakita ko siya na nagpa-pack up nung isang araw eh. No. So, yun na yun. Anyway, tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating programa. Let's talk about today yung Enhanced Supplementary Labor Scheme. Diba? So, we all know that nakakainganyo siya na salihan. No? In fact, what's good about it is that you're able to convert, no? You're able to convert your current status into a more professional status.
Convention Plaza Apartment.
Convention Plaza Apartment. Saan yan?
Sa Wanchai.
Oh.
Na-deliver ko na mahirap pumunta dyan Mahirap
Saan ba
mag-deliver
yan?
dyan.
Harbor Road?
It's literally right next to Convention Center.
Yan yung just next to the Grand Hyatt. Okay.
Mahirap mag-deliver dyan eh.
Okay.
Dadaan ka pa ng parking nila. Tapos
sa
magre-register ka pa. Hassle.
Okay. Anyway, nung dati pa siyang nagdi-deliver ng ano ka ba nun? Which delivery service were you part of?
Foodpanda.
Foodpanda.
Oh.
Yun na lang natitira no?
Meron kita. Kita ngayon
kita
yung
na pala yung
Kita na yung
kitang-kita talaga yung kita eh.
Yellow na yellow sila eh.
Anyway, so yung tinatawag po nating Enhanced Supplementary Labor Scheme, ito ay effective po ito, no? 18 September 2025, employers seeking to import waiters, waitresses, and or junior cooks under the ESLS must comply with the following requirements. So marami po yung requirements na yan. Calculation of manning ratio based on post being applied for. So kailangan meron siyang local compared to yung mga international recruitments, di ba? So sinasabi dito, an employer applying to import one waiter or waitress and one junior cook must already employ 2 local full-time waiters and 2 full-time. So basically, ang lumalabas nun, kailangan mas marami ang lokal kesa doon sa import. Okay? Tapos nilalagay po dito that the employer will be required to join job fairs once a week during the 6-week local recruitment period at job centers assigned by the Labor Department and conduct job interviews on the spot. If an employer fails to join the arrangement fair, then the Labor Department will reject their application and the labor importation under the Enhanced Labor Supplementary Scheme. Okay? So tandaan nyo to ha. ESLS no longer accepts applications for branches of business corporations. Meron na silang dito, may mga hindi na sila tinatanggap. Ngayon, you can know more about this by going to the Labor Department's website and specifically choose, or pwede nyo nang ilagay kaagad dun sa inyong Enhanced Supplementary Labor Scheme. Kailangan, importante po yun. You have to really understand that fact. So ngayon, ito ngayon yung nagiging pang-aabuso. Kagaya na itong binabanggit dito. Yung pang-aabuso na nangyayari po dito is meron tayong mga kababayan, okay, nalalagay sa alanganing sitwasyon. Meaning, dahil narito na po sila, they're already here. And yung conversion, tandaan nyo po the conversion cannot happen outright. Ibig sabihin nun, hindi siya pwedeng, sabi nga dun sa Senate hearing, forthwith. Okay? Ora mismo ang ibig sabihin nun. The reason given is that you will have to cut your existing contract and then go back to the country of origin.
Yeah.
From there, aantayin nyo ngayon yung visa ninyo.
Yung
While
visa.
that is happening, di ba, yung application nyo ay nandito na sa either mga recruitment agencies that hawak na nila yon, and that will be submitted directly now. Pag na bigyan na ho ng lisensya or ng outright go ahead, yung let's say, sabihin na natin ABC Restaurant, yun yung pangalan, di ba? So, sila ngayon yung magsasubmit ng application na yon. Aantayin nyo na ngayon yun. Pagdating nyo dito, automatic yun, may visa na kayo. So, under the Enhanced Supplementary Labor Scheme, this is only valid for 2 years. 2 taon lang.
Yeah.
Within the period of 2 taon, after the 2-year period, gusto lang natin klaruhin to after the 2-year period, you will now have to go back to the country of origin. No?
And then parang restart the steps all over again.
Restart it again dahil hindi continuous yung ibibigay
Na visa.
na go ahead doon sa kumpanya. Kasi nire-review yun
Parang 2 year, every 2 years.
Correct, every 2 years, di ba? So, hindi ka guaranteed na makakabalik ka pa rin dito. Depende yun doon sa agreement ng kumpanyang ABC Restaurant at noong Labor at Immigration Departments. Okay. Dito ngayon where it really falls na people are taking advantage. Doon sa mga naghahangad na makapagtrabaho ka agad dito, yung mga agency, di ko nila lahat, may mga iba dyan, ang ginagawa nila, pwede mo nang antayin yan dito. Because the company, let's say, ulitin natin, let's say, sabihin na natin yung ABC Restaurant, talagang, atat na. Dahil kulang siya sa taong magtatrabaho sa kanya. No? So, the workforce now is very scarce. Ibig sabihin nun, manipis yung workforce. Wala siyang makuhang tao para punuan yung kanyang
needs.
Di ba? So, ang lalabas nun, ngayon, especially sa hospitality, it's talaga yan? It's a human resource war. Kasi nga, kailangan ng tao, pero walang pupuno. So, the demand is so strong, but the supply is very weak. Di ba? Manipis po yung supply.
Yeah.
Based on that situation, ladies and gentlemen, yung iba dyan, pinananatili na nila yung domestic dito. While the process is still happening.
Which is...
So, kunyari, sa period mo, kasi di ba, kailangan antayin mo yung... Kailangan antayin mo pa yung taong, di ba? antayin mo yung ABC company na makuha nila yung go-ahead
Yeah.
from the Immigration and Labor. Kung wala pa yun, that means nakatenga ka.
Mm.
Pero, in the meantime, kailangan mo ngayon ng trabahador.
Mm.
So, yung iba, nililin lang nila yung mga foreign domestic helpers who is willing, sabi niya, hindi ka mahuhuli.
Wala naman nagche-check.
Wala naman nagche-check eh. Diba? So recently may nahuli.
Nag-check?
Nag-check. Right? Ang nadali, nilagay doon, former domestic helpers.
Mm.
O ibig sabihin nun, tinerminate mo na yung kontrata mo.
Mm.
Diba? So you started working.
Mm.
Siguro, iniisip nila na, di ba, okay na lang yan, trabaho na lang tayo dito. Then, may mga iba naman doon na domestic helper also. Remember, this comes from Indonesia and the Philippines. Yung iba naman doon na overstay na nila yung visa nila.
Mm.
So you get my point. 'Di ba? Yung iba pinipirmahan sila ng domestic visa but doon na sila nagtatrabaho. While they inaantay nila yung window na mabigyan sila ng go ahead. I'm talking about the employer na makakuha ng go ahead mula sa immigration and the doon ngayon tayo nagkakamali.
Mm.
So sabi nga natin, 'di ba? Sa huli ang pagsisisi.
Mm.
Dahil we believe so much na pwede naman entitled pala tayo na pwede nating gawin ito, but at the end of the day, we did not know na mali pala yung ginawa natin. So ngayon, napurnada ka ngayon.
Mabalbla, you overstayed your visa.
You overstayed your visa o ginamit mo yung, sabi nga nila, di ba, in breach of condition of stay kasi mali yung visa mo doon sa, hindi siya parte ng Enhanced Supplementary Labor Scheme. Ano lumabas doon? Nadali ka ngayon. And based on that situation, anong mangyayari sa inyo yan?
Deport.
Deport ka ngayon.
And
Makukulong ka muna bago ka i-deport.
Oo, may ano pa yan eh. May magstay ka muna dito.
Yes.
Oo,
Di ba?
Stay ka muna dito. Gusto mo magstay Di magstay
O
ka.
magstay ka na. Nasa loob ka na ngayon ng kulungan. So, let us just be very clear. Those people sa inyo na gustong mag-paradigm shift, ibig sabihin nun, gusto nyo mag-transfer mula sa pagiging domestic at doon sa pagiging under the Enhanced Supplementary Labor Scheme. Be wary about it. Siguraduhin na tamang papeles ang inyong pinipirmahan. You are also ready to wait for your visa back home because you cannot, sabi nga natin, outright i-shift yung visa mo from domestic to the Enhanced Supplementary Labor Scheme. You cannot do that. Hindi ho siya pwede.
Yeah.
Wag ho kayong maniniwala dun sa karamihan na magsasabi na, sige, okay na lang yan. Walang problema yan.
Yeah.
Diba? Because once that happens, you will end up losing what you wanted to gain. Sabi nga natin, ito yung sweldo mo na 5,000 lang, maaaring tumaas yan ng 2 o 3 beses doon sa basic, pero nadali ka naman dahil nilagay ka sa alanganing sitwasyon ng iyong hindi pa naman talagang employer.
Well, let's just say na the employer actually like managed to get you as an enhanced
supplementary
labor.
ESLS. Go ahead.
ESLS na ano. That is also not a way for you to get a right of abode here in Hong Kong.
No, it does not. Because bakit ka mo? Tama yung sinabi mo, no? The reason given is because of the fact na kahit na anong gawin mo, pinuputol ho yung visa mo. Hindi siya continuous.
So it's just a temporary visa of 2 years.
Yes. So that means uuwi ka pa rin. The only advantage that you will have is that inangat lang ang sweldo mo.
Yeah.
But in terms of continuity, it will never happen.
Yeah.
'Di ba? Yun yung question doon. Ito sabihin natin you cannot continue your ESLS into a full
7-year
work visa.
Yeah.
Hindi siya pa pwede.
Yeah.
Kasi nga under ka dun sa scheme na yon. Unless, like as I said, unless the law again changes in the future, then that's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Pero at present, nilagay ho nila ito, it's a stopgap measure. Ibig sabihin nun, for the meantime, temporarily, pinupunuan ho nila.
Dahil kailangan nila ng workers in
they need it di ba?
In the industries that need it.
Yes, and malaki ho talaga yung pangangailangan nila. No? So based on that particular situation, kasi considered siya as lower skilled siya di ba? Dahil parang kinonect ka lang from household work to industrial work. Pero yung position mo is almost the same. So kailangan mo intindihin po yun.
Yeah.
Do not be confused na at the end, kung sinabi nila, kagaya na sinasabi ni DJ McCurves, na pinipilit ka, hindi, pwede ka maging
Pwede ka maging
residente.
Diba? Dahil ang sarap pakinggan Ang sarap pakinggan, like, if you're a foreign domestic helper who's been here for like, let's say, 10 years.
Correct.
Tapos biglang sasabihin sa'yo ng agency na, if you apply for this, you don't have to work in a household anymore.
Correct.
Pwede ka na sa restaurant.
Correct.
Tapos medyo mas tataas ng konti yung sweldo mo dahil you're gonna be under the minimum wage under Hong Kong. And then mamaya sabihin nila, also pagka 7 years pwede ka na mag right of abode dito.
Correct.
Like, kung marinig mo yun, syempre, pati rin ako if I were a foreign domestic helper, and that's an agency that's telling me that.
Correct.
If I don't do my own research, I will believe what they're saying.
Correct. Syempre, kasi nagulantang ka na di ba? Hinarap sa'yo pera. Hinarap sa'yo, iba na yung status mo, di ba? Hindi ka na kinakailangan na 24/7 on call, di ba? Ito na yung trabaho mo, di ba?
Pwede ka na mag-live out.
Pwede ka na mag-stay out. Pero syempre, gastos mo na yun.
Hindi nyo lang alam.
Gastos nyo na po yun. So, based on that situation, wag ho tayong mabulag sa mga ino-offer without really getting the right visa to work here. Tandaan nyo, lit po ng Hong Kong, And then, marami ho sa inyo, marami dyan sa ating mga kababayan, na pag nalagay na o na-shift na kayo to a different position, patay tayo dyan. Na minsan, we boast too much. Pinagmamayabang na natin siya. Hindi pa nga nakakapirma ng tamang visa, di ba? Ganun na yung nangyari, di ba? So, let's just make that clear para hindi tayo, para hindi tayo malagay sa alanganing sitwasyon, no?
Yeah.
We have to make sure that all corners are covered, specifically sa visa ninyo. Itong mga ganitong ginagawa po ng immigration at ng Labor Department, nangyayari lang po ito because may mga tip. May mga nagsasabi. And normally, ito lang sasabihin ko sa inyo nangyayari po ito because of the fact sometimes sa sobrang natin, pagsasabi ng mga impormasyon. Hindi, okay lang yan, di ba? Malaki naman dito, di ba? Nag-iingat naman ako kung hindi mo kilala yung mga taong pinagsasabihan mo, kung ako sa'yo, huwag ka nang magsalita na lang. Di ba? You can come up with false information at the end of the day, pero siguraduhin mo yung false information tama para sa'yo lang. Hindi kinakailangan tama dun sa iba. Kasi pag ikaw ang labas niyan, ikaw ang tatamaan niyan, at pag tinamaan ka niyan, goodbye yung maganda mong offer na yan. Di ba? Yep. Sabi nga dito, kung alam nyo lang mahirap maging residente sa Hong Kong. Well, I don't know, I've been here for 36 years, so
mahirap.
Mahirap talaga.
Yung rent lang?
Renta, bayad ka ng buwis, bayad ka ng tubig, kuryente. There's so many things that gets enveloped to it. What's so fascinating about it is, do you know that your benefits as being domestic helpers is not much different from the benefits that we get? Honestly,
like, some of the domestic helpers, if their employers are kind and their employers have big enough houses, some of your rooms are much bigger
than the rooms that are being rented by
some local workers here na residente.
I agree.
Na kayo may sarili kayong banyo. Tapos some others shared bathrooms within like 3, 4, 5 people. Like, I can share na yung dati kong tiniran sa North Point. We had 8 rooms, 7 rooms, tapos 2 toilets and 2 showers. That's 8 people for 2 showers. And resident ako nun, ah.
Residente ka na.
Residente ako nun, ah. Tapos ganun yung room. It's like we should learn to count our own blessings when we have it, and don't always look at others in jealousy.
And
like
I
it's
think,
good to hope for, it's good to wish for better.
Yeah.
But
I
let's
agree.
not look at it in jealousy.
Correct. And ako para sa akin, whatever you have right now, you always have to be very thankful, no? Kasi you are, I would agree, you are probably 10 times. Just clear ko to. Very clear po ito. You're 10 times luckier than many other people combined. No? May mga nadidinig ako, you still read what do you call that? Some of the questions that may arise sa inyo, sana residente na ako, para dito na lang ako, I don't have problems of signing contracts every now and then, But sabi nga natin it depends on how you look at it. Yun lang sasabihin namin. Depends on how you look at it.
Yep.
At the end of the day. Okay. I've just confirmed that one of the one of yung stories na pwede kong pag-usapan ngayon would be, makakausap natin mismo yung kababayan natin who was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. Yun po yung nun. Para at least makuha natin talaga yung the right information, no, mula sa kanya. Let me just send her So yung sabi nga nito, I'm comfortable, sabi nga ni Gail, I'm comfortable, I'm thankful, I have comfortable room with a toilet. Separate. Yung iba, you're sharing it with somebody else, di ba? Hirap yan. It's really, really very difficult, no, sa lahat ng ating mga kababayan. So, we will talk to yung kababayan natin later on. I don't want to sort of put her into a spot, but we're trying to help her. And we're trying to get her back home as soon as possible as well. So I will try to visit her also tomorrow, so that at least makita ko po siya, no, before she actually flies home. And we'll get more information on ano yung simptomas na nararamdaman niya sa sarili niya. And then I'm going to also talk about an ex-OFW, no? Tawag dito?
Who went back to the Philippines?
Who went back to the Philippines September because of kidney failure. And now she called me up this morning and she's asking for help, no?
Yeah.
So ito yung lagi kong sinasabi, we really have to take care of ourselves, no? Sabi nga ni Tita Biz, makontento kung anong meron tayo ngayon. Which is true. No? So make sure, gaya ng sinasabi natin, let's go back on the recap of the enhanced supplementary labor scheme. Make sure lang po that you're always aware of the terms and conditions of your contract, regardless of whether it be for foreign domestic helpers or it be for others. Meron din akong sort of a little bit of good news. Alam naman natin recently, actually it's not been recently, no, may mga mangilan-ngilang families dito sa Hong Kong who are of the higher echelon, meaning of the rich of the rich. No? For several years na, meron sila, syempre, they have older people who take care of their elders. No? So, kadalasan, they hire Filipinos, hire Filipinos as their caregivers. So, ang nakalagay sa kanilang status are caregivers, not domestic helpers.
Oh.
So, instead of hiring nurses, domestic helpers yung in-hire nila. And these domestic helpers go on shifts 24/7, no? So, kung tatlo sila, they cut shifts to 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, 8 hours a day po sila, no? So, may mga iba dyan that extends to about 12 hours a day, depende kung sino yung magde-day off. No? So, I just heard recently that the caregiver program for the majority of the Hong Kong community has been revitalized. Kung matatandaan nyo, itong tinatawag nating revitalization nito o yung napag-usapan nito early stages during the time of Ma'am Toots Ople before she even passed away. 'Di ba? Even yung si Secretary Low went back to the Philippines and see how TESDA works, paano nagkakaroon ng how does caregivers get their knowledge, 'di ba? And so on and so forth. 'Di ba? But partially ito na-shelved ito. Naisetabi siya. I don't know whether this was set aside because of geopolitical situations. And I think we don't need to expound on that, di ba? Pero, based on that, I heard from a reliable source that this has been revived. No? So, ngayon, ang magiging question lang dyan is ano yung magiging basihan to separate into two different categories,
yeah.
'di ba? Kasi tandaan nyo, Hong Kong is running as an elderly population, 'di ba? So habang tumatanda po, I think if I'm not mistaken, about 55 and above, numbers about 25 to 30% of the population already. And this significantly will increase as the years progress. So kailangan ng mga caregivers. And in fact, it does not stop sa caregivers. They will also be, based doon sa napag-alaman ko, there will also be nursing assistants or nursing aides. Di ba? Initially, na napag-uusapan natin dito in the early parts of 2024, 2023, na baka maging hadlang yung communication skills. Apparently, they're not even considering that as a handicap. Because sabi nila, yung mga current elders na are already substantially
better
in English as a second language.
Yeah.
So, yung assistance na lang ang kailangan ngayon. Yun yung pinaka-importante na kailangan nilang gawin at this point in time. So, what you need to understand is this can happen sooner than later. And I will tell you, as soon as we get any information, straight away, we will let you know. So, yung mga nag-aaral na hindi na nakapunta ng ibang bansa, hindi kayo napunta ng Canada o hindi po kayo nakapunta ng ibang lugar, maybe this is the right place for you. Number one, I was told that this is not part of the enhanced supplementary labor scheme. This will be in the category of professionals which will in turn be under the lead up to employment visa, lead up to being a resident of Hong Kong. Okay? Good news. Anyway, tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating programa. And when we come back, it is with our friend from Queen Elizabeth.
Metro Plus, a service of Metro Broadcast. Now the news with Roy Encarnacion.
The Lebanese army said on Thursday that it had achieved the goal of a state monopoly on arms in the country's south in an effective and tangible way, but said there was more work to be done to clear unexploded ordnance and tunnels in the area. The army had set a year-end deadline to clear non-state weaponry from southern Lebanon, which borders Israel, before moving on to other areas of the country. It said it had extended operational control over the south, except for areas still occupied by Israeli troops. The statement did not mention Lebanese armed group Hezbollah, which fought a year-long war with Israel that ended in a 2024 ceasefire that stipulated that only Lebanon's state security forces were allowed to carry arms. A Lebanese security source told Reuters that the statement signaled that no group would be able to launch attacks from southern Lebanon. Lebanon has faced growing pressure from the U.S. and Israel to disarm Hezbollah. Its leaders fear Israel could dramatically escalate strikes across the battered country to more quickly push Lebanon's leaders to confiscate Hezbollah's arsenal. The ever-expanding nuclear ambitions of Japan's right-wing forces are a dangerous signal of the resurgence of Japanese militarism that poses a serious threat to world peace and stability, a Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson said here on Thursday. Spokesperson Mao Ning made the remarks at a daily press briefing when speaking about a research report titled Nuclear Ambitions of Japan's Right-Wing Forces, a Serious Threat to World Peace, which was released on Thursday morning. She urged Japan to face up to the call of the international community for justice, immediately clarify its position on the issue of nuclear weapons, abide by its obligations under the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons, and the 3 non-nuclear principles. Uncontrolled fires burned through bushland in the Australian state of Victoria on Thursday, forcing communities to evacuate and authorities to warn of a catastrophic fire danger rating for Friday. Amid temperatures that exceeded 40 degrees Celsius in parts of the state, 2 large bushfires were raging near the towns of Longwood and Walwa. The fires have destroyed at least 2 structures and are expected to continue to spread on Friday as heat and wind pick up, authorities said. The Longwood fire has grown to more than 25,000 hectares in size, while the Walwa fire is 10,000 hectares and has created its own weather system, with a pyrocumulonimbus cloud causing lightning and thunder. Residents in dozens of neighboring towns have been told to evacuate. Friday's fire danger rating will be set at catastrophic, the highest level, and both fires pose a real risk of loss of life and property, authorities said. Tomorrow is a very, very dire bushfire day in the state of Victoria, Country Fire Authority Chief Officer Jason Heffernan told the news conference. French farmers launched a pre-dawn blockade of roads into Paris and several of the city's landmarks in protest against a sweeping trade deal the European Union hopes soon to sign with South American nations, as well as other local grievances. Farmers from several trade unions called for the protests in Paris amid fears the planned free trade agreement with the Mercosur bloc will flood the EU with cheap food imports and in anger at the government's handling of a cattle disease. We are between resentment and despair. We have a feeling of abandonment, with Mercosur being an example, Stéphane Pelletier, a senior member of the Coordination Rural Union, told Reuters beneath the Eiffel Tower. The farmers overran police checkpoints to enter the city, driving along the Champs-Élysées Avenue and blocking the road around the Arc de Triomphe monument before dawn on Thursday, while police surrounded them. Dozens of tractors obstructed highways leading into the capital ahead of the morning rush hour, including the A13 leading into Paris from the western suburbs, and Normandy causing 150 kilometers of traffic jams, the transport minister said.
Metro Plus weather.
It will be fine and very dry. The weather will be cold in the morning, with the minimum temperature being around 12 degrees in the urban areas and significantly lower over parts of the new territories. The maximum temperature will be about 19 degrees during the day, with relative humidity standing between 30 to 60%. The outlook. Weather will be very dry, with temperatures rising slightly over the weekend, but it will still be cool in the morning. It will be windy with sunny intervals on Monday, and it will be mild during the day midweek next week. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your Connect.
Employees and employers are smiling from ear to ear because of the eMPF platform. When it comes to managing your MPF, it's never been easier. Multiple accounts all viewed in one place. Switching funds easily handled. An easy one-stop hub for all your MPF contributions and transfers, and it can save you money. Manage your MPF with ease. From now onwards, MPF schemes will be gradually added to the eMPF platform. Read your MPF trustee's notice for more info.
If you have any thoughts or comments about any programs on Metro Broadcast, please let us know by email at prinquiry@nbc.com.hk. That's prinquiry@nbc.com.hk or call 3698-8210, 3698-8210 during office hours from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. or send us a mail on P.O. Box 84228 Hungham Bay Post Office, Kowloon. Metro Broadcast, we care.
And we're back. We're gonna just check our weather right now. Chief is getting on with our guest. Chief?
6 minutes past the hour of 9 o'clock sa ating programa at gaya na nabanggit ko, just to give you a brief idea on details that I've actually got. Yung kakausapin po natin ngayon is 41 years old. Siya po ay taga Dumaguete, no? And she's been in Hong Kong actually twice. The first half of where she was here was about 6 years. And then she took a break in between and then she came back. Itong pagbabalik niya, dito ho nangyari po itong sitwasyon na ito. And tonight, we have with us directly from Queen Elizabeth Hospital dito sa may Jordan, si Melissa. Melissa, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Melinda po.
Melinda, magandang gabi sa'yo.
Opo. Magandang gabi po.
Okay, Melinda.
Yes.
Okay, maraming nakikinig sa atin ngayon ha. Gumawa na ako kanina ng parang promo para sabihin kung ano yung tungkol sa'yo, no? Ang tanong ko muna, wala ka bang naramdamang simptomas doon sa bago ka na-diagnose na 4th stage lung cancer?
Wala po. Bago nung galing ako ng Pinas, nung nagbakasyon.
Okay.
Pagbalik ko lang po. Saka ako naglagnat ng ilang araw lang naman. Tapos yung ubo ko tumagal bago ako nagpa-check up.
And noong bago ka umalis ng Pilipinas, 'di ba? Ano 'yan? Standard SOP 'yan sa atin, ano ha? Na magpapa-medical ka. Walang lumabas doon sa medical, kagaya ng let's say nung in-x-ray ka sa baga at kung ano-ano.
Wala naman po.
Okay. So gaya na nabanggit ko, tama 'yun, ano? Nag 6 years ka sa parehong amo, nag-break ka ng 2 taon, bumalik ka sa kanya ulit, tama?
Opo, ano po talaga, nag 8 years po ako sa kanila.
Okay.
Tapos nag-stop lang ako ng 2 taon, tapos bumalik ako ng 2024.
Okay, so ngayon, natapos mo na almost matatapos na itong kontrata mo na to?
Opo.
Ngayong
taon sana po.
Okay. So, Melinda, kailan ka nung nakaramdam ka ng taas na lagnat at panghihina at napunta ka sa hospital, kailan nangyari ito?
Yung ano lang po, nung September ko na po kasi pina-check up.
Okay.
Sa clinic lang. Tapos after nung mga 2 weeks ba or 1 month, October na po ako nagpa-check up dito sa hospital. Tsaka ko nalaman yung sakit. Nung kasi, October inadmit ako, pina-CT scan ako ng November 5. Binasa yung result ng November 28, tsaka ko nalaman na nasa stage 4 na po.
So ngayon, nakabalik ka pa sa amo mo?
Opo.
And nung nalaman mo na stage 4 ka, ano yung sabi ng amo mo?
Yun nga, inano nila ako na dito sana magpapagamot. Hanggang sa matapos yung treatment. Kaya lang kasi, nung in-admit ako nung Monday, in-advise ako ng doktor na kung pwede na umuwi ng Pinas para mas may mag-aalaga. At saka, kasi hindi daw po kasi stable yung situation ko.
Okay. Based on that, nakausap ko yung kaibigan mo na si Mary Rose, tama?
Opo.
Siya yung nakipag-ugnayan. Nakita ko kasi may nag-repost sa akin yan. And then I sent her a message.
Opo.
Gusto ko lang sabihin sa'yo that I have put together a report at napadala na natin yan sa konsulado. And in fact, I have forwarded it personally and directly to the personal number ni Ma'am PY Kaunan ng OWA.
Opo.
No? So ano naman ang sabi ng employer mo nito? Dahil I heard from Mary Rose, nagkausap kami kanina bago kami nag-umpisa sa programa, na ikaw ay minamadali na ng doktor, no? Dahil nga napaka-unstable nung iyong sitwasyon na makauwi na para fit to fly ka pa. Ano bang nararamdaman mo ngayon?
Sa ano ko naman po, okay naman siya. Pero kaya lang yung minsan bumababa po yung SpO2 ko po.
Okay.
Kaya kinakailangan ko ng oxygen.
Okay.
Minsan, okay siya, tinatanggal. Yun ang request na pag uwi ko po, kailangan daw po ng minsan sa airport to airport yung oxygen.
So kailangan ng oxygen during the flight, no?
Right. Opo.
During the flight. So
Opo.
yun yung kailangan nating i-request doon sa airline.
Opo.
No? So siguro yun ang kailangan nating i-forward doon sa konsulado, no? Ay basta antayin natin kung ano yung magiging reaction ng konsulado regarding this issue. At hindi pa nare-report ito, no, dahil nga sa bilis nung pagpapalit nung sitwasyon mo.
Opo.
Ikaw ba may pamilyado ka?
Oo, may asawa po.
Wala kang may anak po kayo?
Wala po.
Okay. Taga saan ka sa Dumaguete?
Sa Darwin po.
Darwin.
Darwin.
So, doon sa request na sinulat ko, are you willing to, sabi nga sa akin ni Mary Rose, kung meron opportunity na makakalap tayo ng second opinion sa Maynila, gusto mo bang mangyari yon o gusto mo nang dumiretso ng Dumaguete?
Sa Maynila po. Kasi, inano kasi na pagdating ng kailangan ako kagad doon sa Manila Hospital.
Okay. Tama ba yung nakuha kong balita kay Mary Rose na wala pang kasalukuyang designated hospital na pag napupuntahan mo regarding the second opinion? Tama ba?
Opo. Kasi yung pinili namin po kasi is yung Lung Cancer Center po sa may Quezon City.
Okay.
Kasi siya yung mas malapit sa bahay ng kapatid ko para kung sakali.
Okay, pero wala pang coordination with the lung center, ano?
Wala pa.
Okay.
Opo.
So ito yung tututukan natin, ha?
Opo.
Ito yung tututukan natin. For the time being, alam namin na alam ko meron tinatawag na fund ang DMW, no? Sa may mga kababayan natin na may karamdaman. Itong fund na ito ay binibigay, equivalent po ito ng 75,000 pesos. Nabanggit ko po ito kay Mary Rose, no? Kaya kinakailangan pong ito, no? I'm not so sure kasi nga technically matatapos na yung term mo dito sa pagtatrabaho, whether ibibigay yan dito or ibibigay yan sa Maynila na, no? No? So basta ang equivalent niyan is ayan yung tinatawag na parang action fund nila yan eh. So, roughly mga 75,000 pesos. But gaya na nabanggit ko po, nasubmit na po natin yan to the consulate. Nasubmit na rin natin yan meron po kasi kaming chat group, no, ng consulate ng OWA at ng DMW. So, tingnan natin kung anong magiging reaction nila. Ang hindi ko palang nabibigay yung telephone number mo. So, hihingi na ako ng pahintulot ngayon na i-forward ko yung telephone number mo sa kanila.
Sorry po.
Hindi, binibigyan ka ng oxygen? Binibigyan ka ba ng oxygen?
Opo, ay chine-check po yung ko.
Yung level mo?
Opo.
Okay. So kung hindi ka na okay, we can break this na at we'll just get in touch with you na lang soonest, ha? Makikipag-ugnayan na lang ako kay Mary Rose. Ito lang yung gusto ko, last last nating appeal mula sa iyo. Alam kong gahol ka rin sa pag-uwi mo. Kahit na maganda ang iyong posisyon sa iyong amo. Ano ba yung appeal mo? Ano ba yung gusto mong maitulong namin sa iyo?
Ano lang po, prayer, financial at saka moral support po.
So yung financial, makikipag-ugnayan lang ako kay Mary Rose, okay lang ba 'yon?
Opo.
Sige. Titingnan ko kung mabibigyan ako ng pagkakataon. Pwede ka bang tumanggap ng bisita?
Opo.
Sige, daanan kita bukas. Ha?
Okay, sige po, opo.
Sige,
Okay po.
Melinda,
Thank you po.
ingat. Good
Opo,
night.
Bye-bye. Opo, bye-bye.
O yan napakinggan niyo po. Right directly from Melinda, no? Ito po yung sinasabi ko po sa inyo, no? I don't know how cases like these slip, di ba? Slip into the medical na ginagawa sa Maynila. Because these things should have not, kasi kung lung cancer to, sa x-ray pa lang makikita mo na that there should be sort of shadowy, di ba?
Parang doon sa imaging.
Yeah, sa imaging meron na siya. Kaya nga nagtataka ako dito sa sitwasyon na ito, di ba? Hindi na sana lumala ito ng ganito, no? And like what we're saying, no? Ang gagawin ko lang po, I will get more information. Si Mary Rose ang nagiging no, katuwang ngayon. In fact, through for on behalf ng asawa ni Melinda, si Mary Rose ang siya po ang pupunta dito. No? She will be the one to assist para umuwi, no? Itong kababayan natin, no? And in fact she's flying here on Sunday. So ito lang gusto nating banggitin sa inyo na things like these should not happen. Hindi siya dapat, sabi nga na it sips on the cracks, di ba? Lumalabas siya, dapat nun nako-cover po siya. Maganda na lang sa kanya is she's being well supported by the employer. Imagine niyo po at the age of 41 years old.
Yeah.
That's actually very young to have this kind of kapansanan na kanyang pinagdadaanan. So the thing that we have to understand now is, siyempre, wala rin siyang panghahawakan. I don't know how far PhilHealth will be able to help her. Well, probably through the course of, sabihin na natin, through the course of OWA, no? Ito yung tinatawag nilang, meron po silang butika, di ba? Mobile butika. And alam naman natin na ngayon, sa tulong na rin ng, sa tulong na rin po ng ating mga First Lady, no? Meron ho silang pagsasanib puwersa o pakikipag-ugnayan. Nagtutulungan po ang Office of the First Lady at ang OWA. At in fact, ang Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office are also joining forces to utilize the funds also of the Philippine Charity Sweepstakes Office, no? So parte yan doon sa nangyayari ngayon. And we're just hoping na hindi pa naman huli ang lahat, no? Kahit nasabihin na nating stage 4 yan or stage 3 yan or whatever stage it may be, that there are opportunities na pwede siyang gumaling.
Yeah.
Tita Kat, masyado pa siyang bata, no?
Yeah.
To be able to get it this way. Ang problema niyan, kagaya niyan, she needs isang that will be yung case na yan na kinakailangan ng oxygen, yung certification na yan, yan yung delicate sa mga major airlines
Yeah.
Specifically Cathay and Philippine Airlines. Because we've had these experiences previously during the pandemic na nagpa-uwi tayo ng isang kababayan, no? At yung isang kababayan natin na yon, tolerated na lang her situation kahit na masakit sa kanya. She refused to be wheelchaired, and she also refused yung oxygen na kinakailangan niya para lang makalipad siya, no? And these are things na, with all the sacrifices na ginagawa natin for our families back home. And sometimes hindi siya hindi siya commensurate, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Kahit na ilang taon na ho tayo tatrabaho sa ibang bansa, ilang daang libong dolyar na po ang naibigay natin sa Pilipinas. But at the end of the day, when push comes to shove, kagaya nito, life can just be taken so quickly.
Yeah.
Di ba? Sabi nga ni Babes dito, sometimes kasi need nating makinig sa self natin kapag nagbibigay na ito ng signs na hindi na siya okay. Huwag baliwalain ang nararamdaman natin na akala natin ay okay pa rin tayo. Which is really true. I mean, Tita Babes is a survivor din, no? Of a very, very aggressive form of cancer also, no? So, kailangan po natin intindihin yun, ano? So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to kausapin lang natin tingnan ko kung makakausap natin si Mary Rose. Because Mary Rose is the one who is actually trying to raise funds right now.
Yeah.
No. And let me just double check on this, kung makakausap natin si Mary Rose. Si Mary Rose kasi yung
nag-contact
sa akin No. Ito.
Yeah.
I can't. Let me try to figure out if we can get in touch with her. She's still in Manila right now, Oo. Nasa
Coming
Manila
here.
pa rin siya ngayon. Ayan. It's ringing. Mary Rose, magandang gabi.
Hello, sir. Good evening. I am currently watching you
Okay.
online, sir.
Okay, live ka na ngayon, Mary Rose, dahil kakausap pa lang natin kay Melinda, and Melinda seems to be medyo kailangan ng oxygen, so we stop the interview, no? Sa kanya. Okay. Si Mary Rose po, siya po yung nakausap ko kaninang umaga, and I was passed the information. Naipasa po yung information niya sa akin. And then I saw her posting on a separate Facebook page, and then I just DM'd her, and then she responded right away. Okay, Melinda, Mary Rose, I do understand that nagfa-fundraise kayo ngayon para kay Melinda.
Yes, sir. That's true.
Okay. Si Melinda is a very close friend of yours, tama ba?
Yes, sir. We've known each other for more than 10 years. Kami na po yung parang naging pamilya dyan, sir, sa Hong Kong.
So,
sorry, sir, medyo nagiging emotional lang ako pag-uusapan.
So, ex-Hong Kong ka din?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Nag-retire lang ako nung July, actually, sir. Yun din yung time na medyo napansin ng isa naming friend na si Ma'am Lenny na parang dire-diretso yung ubo mo. Sabi niya kay Mel, magpa-check up ka. Yun po yung time na pauwi na po ako ng Pilipinas. I just retired, sir, this year.
Okay.
As a domestic helper for 10 years. Diyan.
Okay.
Sabay-sabay talaga kami, sir, magkakasama.
So, okay. So, based on this particular thing, ito lang magandang ito This is a learning curve, no? For people who posts and ask for help. Okay? Dahil before, not because Mary Rose is skeptic, pero nung nag-uusap kami nun, medyo skeptical siya dahil meron daw nakipag-ugnayan sa kanyang dalawa prior to me na nakipag-ugnayan sa kanya, and yung dalawa na yon were scams. Mary Rose, paki-explain mo sa kanila.
So sir, after posting, a few hours, 2 hours before posting itong nakita niyong post ko, may tumawag po sa akin Philippine number claiming to be kasapi po ni, yung hindi ko po alam kung pwede ko pong bagdating yung pangalan, pero ni Sir Bongbong Marcos. They're
Okay.
asking me to turn on my share screen sa phone ko para daw makausap ko si Sir Bongbong para sa fundraising na ginagawa ko kay Ma'am Melinda Alasas. Now, andun na yung back of my mind, bakit ko kailangan mag-share screen? Just to talk to
The president.
Sir Bong. Yes po. Kasi meron daw pong parang secret mission na nagbibigay si
Presidente.
Sir President ng tulong sa mga ganitong sitwasyon. So I need to turn on my share screen, tapos punta ako sa ganitong app. Basta share ko lang daw yon para makausap ko si Sir Bongbong.
Okay.
Yun po yung una. And then may mga sumunod pa pong agencies na nag-a-ask the same thing, yung mga private information na hindi ko give up kasi po medyo fishy siya sa side ko. Kaya po nung tumawag kayo sir sa akin, nandun na talaga yung guard ko. That's why I asked kung sino kayo sir, kasi hindi, kumbaga, I'm trying to raise a fund for my friend na may sakit, hindi para ma-scam sir. Kasi unang post ko pa lang, ang dami na agad nag-post, nag-ano sa akin nag-contact sa akin eh.
Okay, so ito lang sinasabi natin, sometimes sa eagerness nating makatulong, it boils down to something na meron pa palang ibang tao dyan that will take advantage of you para kumita sila. So in fact, nung nag-uusap kami, I was getting all the information and so on and so forth. And sabi ko sa kanya, if you want to check us out, ito yung Facebook page natin and so on and so forth. And then I gave her yung aming WhatsApp number, and everybody knows our WhatsApp number as far as that is concerned, no? So ganito na ho kami nag-umpisa. And then lead up nga today na bago ko pinadala sa consulate and sa kamang PY yung information na binigay mismo ni Mary Rose sa akin, is I also sent it to her to clarify first bago namin i-send yon. And then there were additional information as of 7:17 this evening, the last conversation that we had bago itong live that the doctors are really encouraging Melinda to be sent back home anytime within the next 1 week na kaya pa ng katawan niya. No, that's why right now, ladies and gentlemen, yung mga nanonood sa atin ngayon, we are actually running with time, no? Yung short span, may window ho tayo dapat na gampanan. So, ito na nga ngayon, So, Mary Rose, have you started na itong fundraising na ito?
Yes, sir. So, nagsimula na po ako sa mga friends namin, and I'm asking also them to share and ask help, financial help, prayers po. Kung wala silang maitulong financially, sa prayers na lang po, and to share also to other people na malaman nila that someone needs their help, na kahit sa maliit na halaga lang or kahit sa prayers nila, malaking tulong po yung naiaambag nila, sir, para kay Melinda po na kapwa naming OFW.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do, Mary Rose, ha? I'm gonna get your details. If you can send me all those details na already na-post ninyo, we will repost it, or we will create our own sort of fund also para maipadala sa inyo kaagad. Is that good?
Yes, sir. Definitely, sir. Napakalaking help po nun kay Melinda po.
Okay, so ikaw na mismo, for and on behalf of Melinda, because yung kanyang pag-aapila kanina was cut really short because the nurse was already chattering away.
Yes, sir.
Because nga, I think minimeasure na yung kanyang level of oxygen at ayaw nilang bumaba yun, So, ikaw na mismong umapila sa iyong dear na kaibigan.
Okay, sir. Hello, good evening po sa lahat ng mga nakikinig tonight, especially po sa mga kapwa namin OFWs out there na nakikinig. Ako po si Mary Rose Alcalde, dati din po OFW for domestic helper for 10 years na lumuluhod po at humihingi po ng konting suporta para po sa kaibigan ko po na halos kapatid ko na dyan sa Hong Kong na nakasama ko po. Yung maliit nyo pong financial help or prayers or kahit pag-share lang po na someone needs help right now, malaking tulong po yun para sa mga magiging needs po ni Melinda sa Pilipinas. Kasi once po na bumalik siya sa Pinas, alam po natin yan, pagtapak pa lang sa soil ng Pilipinas, marami na kagad kailangan bayaran, pamasahe, traveling expenses and all, pagkain. So sa mga pangangailangan niya po in the future, yun po yung inaapila ko ngayon. Yun po. Maraming salamat po sa future ng mga taong magbibigay ng tulong at sa mga prayers po. And also, I believe in miracles po, no? Ito pong stage 4 cancer. May kausap kami kanina. She said, ganun din yung sa sister niya, pero pinaglaban nila and she survived. So, I'm hoping na yun din po yung mangyari sa kaibigan po namin. Yun lang po, sir. And thank you so much po for this opportunity na maibahagi po to publicly.
Maraming salamat din sa iyo, Mary Rose. I'll speak to you again tomorrow. I will find time tomorrow morning to visit her so that I'll be able to I'll also talk to you tomorrow, no, and find out more details about your coming over, and then I'll try to link you na direkta with the consulate as soon as possible. Okay?
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Maraming salamat. Ingat diyan. Yan po yung kasama ni ni Melinda. You know, it's to me it's overwhelming to feel that a community like ours sometimes can be brought together because of sadness or tragedy.
Yeah.
Pero through the goodness of your heart and through the goodness of our strength, sabi nga natin dito sa ating programa, #bodyko, sa anumang paraan, if we can just extend a life of someone through the benefits of all your help. Sabi nga ni Mary Rose, it doesn't have to be financially, it could be through prayers.
Yeah.
Alam naman natin dito sa ating programa how prayers can move mountains. We've done that. We've done so many prayer brigades in our program, and I wish and also pray that we'll be able to extend this to Melinda, no? Para ang pangalan Melinda Alas-as. Para naman maibigyan kaagad ito ng kaukulang pansin.
Yeah.
And kumakatok kami ng malakas sa mga kasama natin dyan sa konsulado, lalong-lalo na kay dyan sa OWA. Kasi responsibilidad po nila ito, no? Ma'am Malu, kung nakikinig ka, na ipadala ko na yung all the details possible, no? Wag na ho nating tulugan ito. At wag na rin ho nating talikuran at wag nating sabihin sa atin nakalimutan ho, no? Hindi ho po pwede yun . Sa sitwasyon na ito, the clock is ticking. We have to bring her back home. At ang request niya na sana madala po siya sa lung center, sana matuloy po ito, no?
Yeah.
So we're looking at the window that by our program next week, which is Thursday again, na nasa Pilipinas na po siya.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. 9:34, another kwento. Mamaya pag-uusapan din natin ito. Another kababayan naman natin who was diagnosed with kidney failure, organ failure in fact, was sent back to the Philippines, and she's right now going through some sort of trials again. At lumapit po siya sa atin. Don't go away.
Metro Plus Weather.
It will be fine and very dry. The weather will be cold in the morning, with the minimum temperature being around 12 degrees in the urban areas and significantly lower over parts of the new territories. The maximum temperature will be about 19 degrees during the day, with relative humidity standing between 30 to 60%. The outlook. Weather will be very dry, with temperatures rising slightly over the weekend, but it will still be cool in the morning. It will be windy with sunny intervals on Monday, and it will be mild during the day midweek next week. And that's the weather from Metro Plus, your connect.
Starting from January 1st, 2026, no smoking areas have been expanded. Smoking is prohibited within 3 meters outside the entrances or exits of childcare centers, schools, residential care homes, hospitals, and specified clinics or health centers. Smoking is also banned while queuing for public transport or to enter certain places. The fixed penalty for smoking offenses has been increased to $3,000. For details, please visit the TACO website.
Balik po tayo sa ating programa 9:35. Thank you very much sa lahat ng ating mga kasama. Kagaya sabi ni Tita Babes nga, sana wag kalimutan. I really just hope that we'll be able to give her all the support possible. And I pray that Ma'am PY, Patricia, Yvonne, Ma'am PY will be able to watch this also at the soonest possible time. Nakikita ko naman dito that this has already been watched by one of our alas, si Ma'am Rem and si Gino din. And like as I said, I'm going to visit Melinda tomorrow and I'll keep you updated. Tuloy-tuloy tayo sa ating programa sa araw na ito. And I do wish that we can be a little bit more closer to each other. Yung mga kababayan natin dito. In order for us to help. Ang ganda nitong sinabi rin ni Sally. But Mike, I was diagnosed breast cancer stage 3 at the age of 42 and I'm now 69 years old. Thank God I'm still alive. Yun.
Yeah.
So nothing is impossible with prayer. And we have to make certain that we just have to bind ourselves together because like as I said, it is vital na magtulungan po tayo. Okay, 9:37. Meron din tayong isa na naman po kaninang umaga. This was before I spoke to Mary Rose. And I saw that post. And in fact, I should credit the person who sent me this message this morning. Sandali lang. I can't remember who sent me that. Sent me that message. She sent me that message sa Messenger pa. Alam mo naman ako, I'm not a messenger kind of guy. So, I wasn't able... ang nagpadala sa akin this morning at this morning ba? O this afternoon na. Nagpadala sa akin nung Facebook link na yon ay si Rosny Alcazarin. Rosny, thank you. Kung di dahil sa'yo, this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
Okay. Ano sabi dito ni Tita Agnes? Kuya Mike, may tanong lang po ako if you don't mind. Well, ask the question. Kung ang pasyente ay matagal ng ex-OFW, makakatanggap pa rin ba siya ng tulong sa OWA? DMW may anak or may anak siya
na
OFW beneficiary ang pasyente. Kasi ngayon ang problema sa when it comes to health, wala nang healthcare ang OWA. OWA is designated to focus only on the benefits of what an OFW gets. Now, ang alam ko, ang responsibility ng OWA, if you end up going home, meron, based on doon sa mga nakikita nating mga information, you can get OWA assistance at 30,000. You can get also pangkabuhayan, which is another 30,000. And normally, the processing takes between 3 to 6 months. So considering that means within that framework ng 3 to 6 months, yun yung statute of limitation. Na after 6 months, from the time you say for good ka na, then you're able to wait within that period of 6 months to get yung anumang coverage na anumang pwedeng tulong na makuha mo sa OWA. Beyond that, wala na. No? And I think that's one of the things that's being talked about right now, na merong sort of proposal na may matatanggap ang isang kababayan natin. No? How true that is, I don't know. That depends on what the Senate has to bring. Kasi sila yung gumagawa nitong mga batas na ito, no? So you have to put that into your mind. So yun na yun. Second, in terms naman doon sa pinag-uusapan natin, benefits ng beneficiary, let's say ikaw yung OFW, tapos may mga beneficiaries ka, the only thing that you can go through that is kung ano man yung mga proyekto ng OWA. But in terms of healthcare, hindi na sagot ng ano yun. Hindi na sagot ng OWA yun.
Yeah.
Well, with the current administration of PY, they're trying to revive that. Meaning, kasi alam naman natin na pag merong sakit ang isang tao, you can directly go to OWA, and OWA can lead you to different ang tawag dito? To lead you to different sangay ng gobyerno that will be able to help you.
Yeah.
So I don't know how strong the connection of PY is with the PhilHealth.
Yeah.
And kaya nga pinaiigting ni PY yung kanilang butika on wheels di ba?
Yeah.
Meron na sila ngayon yan sa Metro Manila. Based on my conversation with PY, they wish to bring this elsewhere to the different regions in the Philippines, no? Na pwedeng kung let's say ikaw ay kamag-anak ng OFW or ex-OFW, you'll be able to benefit from it. So I don't know. Okay? So yun lang masasabi ko. And of course, kung may mangyari man sa OFW, no? Sana naman yung actuarial na kinuha nila maiayos na yung benefits talaga, no? Because at this present time, yung loss of life and accident insurance put together plus yung burial benefits rounds up to a total of 220,000 pesos. Okay? 220,000 pesos. So, I don't know. I don't know where that's going to. But I can only say, right?
So, basically, kung mamatay yung OFW, they will just get a little bit above of what the typo residents got in the fire.
Oh, kasi yung sa typo residence, so sa yung namatay na si Mary Ann.
Hindi yung namatay, yung if you survive.
Oh, yan na. Yung
survive, parang,
yung walang nangyari sa iyo.
Oh, walang nangyari sa iyo. I think you can
kasi yung walang nangyari sa iyo gets 20,000 Hong Kong plus 2,000 octopus.
Yeah.
So if you convert that, ano ba yung conversion nun?
So right now 220,000 pesos is 29,000.
So loss of life, burial. Yun na yun. Loss of life, burial at saka accident. So 220.
So 28.9 thousand Hong Kong. So just above
a little bit above
6K.
Pero that's
loss
if you
of life.
compare it, loss of life yun. Ito walang nangyari sa iyo, no?
Yung nawalan ka lang ng gamit, nawalan ka ng papeles, documents.
Correct. Right?
Doon sa typo fire.
Correct. So based on that particular scenario, yun yung pagkakaiba, no? So based on the situation also, continuous pa rin yung assistance ng mga nandito.
Yes.
While doon sa Pilipinas, it stops na. I don't know whether kung may mga beneficiaries ka,
will they get help?
Will they get help? Like for example, yung mga
anak
namamatayan, kung may mga anak ka na, may mga scholarship yan. But you have to understand that scholarships should be based on the assumption na may limit siya. Hindi yan yung sky's the limit. Na kapag sinabi mo, full scholar ka, don't put it into your mind na yung sinabing the word full is sky's the limit. Hindi. May pag sinabing full scholarship, kung ano yung cost nung iyong ano tawag dito? Cost ng, let's say, whatever kurso na gusto mong kunin. Let's say, ang kurso mo is 80,000 pesos per semester, no? Pero yung maximum full scholarship ng OWA is only 40,000. Then you have to put the tab nung remainder na 40,000.
Yeah.
Okay? Kailangan intindihin niyo po yun. Hindi sinasabi na pag full, kung ano yung cost nung kurso, yun ang ibibigay. Okay? Kailangan maintindihan nyo po ng maigi yun. Okay? So kaya nga ito, yun yung binabantayan natin ngayon regarding sa OWA.
Yeah.
Aside from binabantayan natin yung OWA dito,
Yeah.
na tama ang pamamalakad ng OWA dito. Okay? Kasi may lumalabas dito na alam ko may mga kwento-kwento na hindi nila gusto yung na maano daw ito eh. Malapit sa palayok daw ito eh. Malapit sa palayok to eh. Yung taga dito ngayon. Kaya malapit siya sa palayok. Kaya parang kahit na anong gusto niya, pwede. Gawin. Ay, sa akin, pwede mong gawin kung tamang ginagawa mo.
Yep.
Pero yung nakakalimutan mo, hindi tama yun. Diba? Hindi tama yun. Diba? So yung kailangan nating intindihin. Ha? Kailangan natin intindihin yun. So there's many things that are stipulated yan. Okay, ngayon, yung susunod natin, natulungan na natin ito dito eh. Okay, let me just bring that up. Natulungan na ho natin siya dito. But I don't want to mention her name because I want to keep her in the position. Baka naman ayaw niya kasing i-divulge yung ano niya eh, yung kanyang status. Okay? So anyway, tinutulungan natin siya. Well, but we have helped her here when she was nandito. When she was diagnosed with
Yung
kidney failure and whatever complications, di ba? Nakauwi na po siya. Ngayon, ito yung problema ngayon. She left and went home. She's been here for 27 years, but she's only 53. So under OWA, under PhilHealth, hindi pa siya covered ng full covered chip.
Yeah.
Tama?
Hindi pa siya elderly.
Correct. Hindi pa siya ika nga Tita Carrie. Okay? So yun yun.
Wala siya ngayon.
Wala siya dito eh. Paminsan-minsan naman babanat din ako. Kasi pag ako wala dito, ako yung binabanatan eh. Okay. Anyway, to make the story short, kinakailangan ngayon yung mag-dialysis. In fact, I keep on calling. In fact, I was speaking to the son today to explain to me further. Okay. Tatapatin ko na ito. Real talk po ito. Marami sa inyo, okay, since medyo nagkakagulo ang PhilHealth. Understand this very clearly. Nagkakagulo po ang PhilHealth. Na hindi nila alam yung ano yung isisingilin nila sa mga OFWs. Diba? Because nagkaroon ng moratorium din since Duterte and then another moratorium during Marcos's time. And during this particular time, ang nangyari po is this. We used to pay 2,000, correct me if I'm wrong, 2,400 a year as being members, full members of PhilHealth. Based on this, nagkaroon niya ng increments, di ba? 2%, 3%, 4%, 4.5%, until 5%. Na lumabas is from 2,000 plus na binabayaran nyo, pesos umabot suddenly ito ng 40,000 pesos. Kasi you are basing excuse me, your contribution on the amount of salary that you have. Ang mahirap dyan, may conversion yan.
Yeah.
Yung conversion mo from peso, from Hong Kong dollar to the peso, siyempre, mataas yung palit, mataas yung sweldo mo.
Yeah.
But understand that, di ba? Please understand that, hindi naman lahat tayo kasing yaman ng mga nandun. Dahil tumataas lang naman yung cost ng ating sweldo, it's because of the fact that, one, dahil sa exchange rate. Di ba? So, a lot of people question that. So, nagkaroon ng moratorium na nilagay na lang siya at a certain level, na may maximum na siya. Similarly to what you do, or similarly to what SSS did sa kanilang contribution.
Yeah.
Di ba? Para hindi na siya mag-max. Okay. Ito ngayon yung sitwasyon niya. Dahil naniwala siya dun sa mga kaibigan niya Since 2008, hindi na siya nagbabayad. Hindi na siya nagbabayad ng contribution.
Yeah.
So ngayon, tinanong ngayon siya. Nung inungkat nila yung ng PhilHealth niya, hindi na ngayon siya makapag ang tanong niya sa akin, Kuya Mike, pwede ba akong mag back pay in order to activate?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, 2008 yun. 2026 na tayo. Imagine mo kung ilang taon yun. That's about almost 16 years? Tama ba?
2008 to...
Oo.
18 years.
18 years.
18 years.
Diba? Sa 18 years, iba-backdate mo yon. Ngayon, ito ngayon. I don't know kung hulog ng langit ito. Right? I don't think you can back pay, pay from there. Diba? Pero, tingnan nyo po ito ngayon. The President has just come up with something probably answers yung kababayan natin ngayon. Nakalagay dito, President Ferdinand Marcos has directed PhilHealth Insurance Corporation to implement a one-time waiver of interest on unpaid premiums. Kasi 'di ba, merong may late payments yan
May interest din.
Correct.
Yeah.
So, to implement a one-time waiver of interest on unpaid premiums and to grant a 1-year grace period. So, ibig sabihin nun, wala kang babayaran doon sa isang taon na yon while naghahabol ka kung magkano yung babayaran mo doon sa natira, yung parang, hindi mo nabayaran. But this is only, okay, listen to this to settle accumulated contribution from July 2013 to December 2024. So, based doon sa kababayan natin na ito, na tumawag sa atin and informed us about her situation, bibigay ko na lang yung first name. Si Au ang pangalan niya. Okay? Na, take note, na kinakailangan niya na pwede siyang pumasok dito from 2013 all the way to 2024. Pero mas malaki siya dahil 2008 pa siya .
Yeah.
Okay? Ngayon, question dyan, she's undergoing 3 dialysis every week. Okay? So, yun yung question doon. Ngayon, ano yung gigisingin ko na po kayo ngayon? Kung meron pa kayong agam-agam sa PhilHealth and you wish ngayon, nagsisisi siya ngayon dahil hindi siya nakapagbayad
Yeah.
Right? Ng PhilHealth. Ito lang po sasabihin ko po sa inyo. Think again, ladies and gentlemen. If you are one of those sickly people, sabihin na natin, kahit na hindi ka sickly, sa sitwasyong ito, dito natin nakikita na at the end of the day, sa huli ang pagsisisi. Ngayon, ang hinahabol natin sa kanya ngayon is this. Na dahil nasa window pa rin siya nung statute of limitation. Kasi September siya umalis
Yeah.
September, October. Sabihin na natin, October na tayo mag-count. October, November, December, January. So meron pa siyang 2 buwan na palugit na hindi pa 6 months. Correct? Sana sama siya doon. Na pwedeng buhayin yung kanyang sitwasyon at sagutin ng OWA yung at least, if hindi siya kabuuan, at least partial. Okay? Partial nung kanyang gagasusin for dialysis para hindi naman mabigat sa kanyang pamilya. I have gotten all her information also. Okay? I have gotten. Na sana, sa ganitong sitwasyon, ito rin yung ipadadala natin ngayon doon kay Ma'am PY. Kasi hindi na siya pwedeng ipadala dito
Yeah.
Dahil hindi na siya OFW ngayon.
Yeah.
So the moral of the story is, yung sa pagtitipid niyo sa sarili ninyo, sabi nga nila, penny wise, pound foolish. So, wag niyong hayaan yung sarili niyo na masakripisyo at the end of the day. Na yung sa huli ang pagsisisi. Sa ganyan, buti na lang yung kanyang anak, suportado siya. suportado ng anak. Nandun yung anak every step of the way. Sabi nga ni Gail dito, taas ng contribution ng PhilHealth, pero pagdating sa claim, pahirapan pa at kakarampot lang din. Gail, ngayon, I believe that according to yung mga nakausap natin who runs the international division, the claims are much faster.
Okay.
Okay? In fact, kung magkasakit po kayo dito and you're member of PhilHealth, you'll be able to claim. But submit it right away para ma-claim nyo po yung binayaran nyo dito. Okay? So pwede ho yun. Ngayon, ito yung ginagawa ko ngayon. I'm trying to get in touch kung sino man ang meron. For those who have been serviced by PhilHealth ng grupo ni Sir Ringo dito. Because I've been trying to look for the name card na binigay sa akin that has the ano ba tawag dito? That has the WhatsApp number for Hong Kong or overseas. I need that number kung meron po ka nun. May kopya po kayo ng number na yon. Because that's the number I'd like to get in touch to refer both of these na pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. Kay Au at saka kay Melinda. The thing that I am telling you right now, and these are just two of all the over 200 OFWs that we have. 200,000 OFWs that we have here. And a portion of number natin dito is like a ticking time bomb. Bakit ko sinasabi yon? It's a ticking time bomb because alam ko that halos yung mga kababayan natin, yung mga ito, are having a hard time trying to put ends meet. Isa sa mga galit na galit ako dyan is yung nililimitahan nyo yung kinakain nyo rito for the benefit of others, which is your family. Diba? Sila pwede mag-Noche Buena ng kung ano-ano mga pagkain while ikaw, kailangan ka pang mag-antay ng potluck ninyong magkakaibigan para makakain ka ng matino.
Yeah.
No? So you really have to understand that.
Yeah.
Well, babes, maybe you should consider now, no? Go into this moratorium, figure out how you can pay it, because when you go home and with your state of state of need of mga medicines, nako, mahirap yan sa Pilipinas. A lot of residents decide to keep coming through and from at least once a year or twice a year to get their coverage para sa medicines nila. As far as that is concerned, kailangan wag ho nating tipirin ang ating sarili. And one of the major killer for food na ang hilig nyong kumain nun to cover para makapagpadala kayo ng pera sa Pilipinas is instant noodle.
Sobrang salty niyan.
Sobra. Hindi nyo nalalaman po yung Tapos ang ginagawa ninyo, iniinom nyo pa yung sabaw.
Siyempre.
Ay, nako. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to us right now. It's a bit of a serious position po sa atin sa araw na ito. But it's worth it because we were able to speak to Melinda. We were able to speak to Mary Rose, yung matalik niyang kaibigan. What's most important right now is we get together. I will send you the post, details kung paano tayo makakatulong kay Melinda. We will extend our helping hand to her already. Okay. Ingat po kayo dyan. We'll catch you again. Tomorrow on a Friday. Sa ngalan po ng inyong Tita Carrie.
Kasama kaya natin siya bukas.
Tingnan natin. Kung hindi, maglalabing lihors ako.
Gawan natin siya ng storya.
Siya ang gagawin ko ng storya. Alam niyo ba? Good night po sa inyong lahat. Thank you for listening and watching. We will catch you again tomorrow. Love you guys. Good night.